The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense will come out first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year. So we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Got his man on the right. And he will score! Touchdown, Noles! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mountaineers offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. right back to the well. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Marks.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it! Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia. The extra point here would tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Bringing the heat. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
To the air on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Finds a little space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the RPO, complete. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Here's the handoff. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The give. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Cooks. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make it 1st and goal. The Knowles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. After the run, now to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Florida State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Throws for the tight end. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They think there's room to run to the right here. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Mountaineers! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Plucks it out of the air. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense.
Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and is picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll try to take it back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Got him in the open. Breaks into the open. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. On the option. Now the toss. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. And the Noles in a good spot here with second and short. They give it to him again. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it set up on the outside. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Cooks. There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like...
He'll take a shot. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seminoles. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the gun, give on the inside. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try the left side. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's touchdown, Noles! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give on the option. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, West Virginia. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Kentucky. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they get him down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So, tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. It's complete to the right. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Third down coming, in the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Noles are flying down the field. Red pass hits complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Seminoles are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Man, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the 1st down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll try the right side. Breaks into the open. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Marks. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Are you surprised? Right, I'm going for my main guy. That's my dude out wide that I can trust. This is a moment where it's about trust, right? Late in the football game.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wolf. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Cooks. At the 35, he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to adjust the pattern. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. The play action fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting at third and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this two-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? This defense will try to keep everything in front. Second down, he'll throw it. Right on target this time. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit the...
Lost one deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to...